night. I'm exhausted. A few quick notes though. So you saw my dad and I pulling this flooring off. So I was scraping off the high spots of the paper backing that won't come off the floor. I am putting floating floors down, and I know that it's a little bit uneven, but I think the unevenness, the height difference between the raw wood and where that paper is such a minuscule difference that I don't think any normal person will be able to tell a difference. I don't think that will affect the flooring at all. So, but yeah, there is the possibility that it has asbestos. We did not test anything. We're just being really careful. We don't work with asbestos every single day. We don't work with asbestos every year. So that one tiny bit of exposure won't harm us. But I am thinking, though, I did do some brief Googling earlier about just an extra layer of caution, I guess. I was Googling primer or stuff to paint this with, and I can just use primer, but there's other stuff that I'll have to do some more Googling and see what my local Menards or Home Depot have for stuff like that. But so I'll paint it with something like that first, and then I'll have a roll of the roll underlayment down, and then my floating floors. So yeah, I was just trying to get the high spots. So after supper, I came back and I brought the shop vac to the basement, and I was vacuuming up the cobwebs, spider webs, and everything from the corners of the windows and everything. And when that stopped sucking, I grabbed the broom and I swept a couple of big areas down there that haven't been swept at all. And then I came up here and started scraping the paper in here. There's a lot more paper stuck to this floor, and I'm just exhausted. I'm sore. So I'm just calling it quits for the night. So that's all for today. Good night. Hello, Camille here in my gut house. Today's update for Sunday, November 9th, I think. So we didn't do much today, but we cleaned out this area a bit. We managed to move that concrete sink over there. We were debating if we wanted to try and take it apart, smash it, but we didn't want to do it that close to the water line just in case, something went wrong. But we got the legs off, threw those away. We took out that shelving thing that was over there. The one that was over here, we didn't realize was falling apart anyways. So we got rid of that. This one might go eventually, but that one's in decent enough condition. I can just use it down here or in the garage or something. But yep, so we got all of that out. I got it nice and swept. Some people came and got the pool table today, so that was great. It needed a lot of work, but finally got all of that. There was carpet underneath of it, and it was really stuck to the floor underneath of the legs. So got that out. I swept everything in here. I swept this wall a little bit before finishing sweeping the floor. And I didn't do very much, and there was still dust, like white dust coming off of it, especially at the bottom. But that's that. I gave the foosball table away to the people with the pool table as well. And then we cut this drywall out because the plumbers are going to, or at least one of them, is going to come tomorrow and cut this out. I believe he's replacing from here, all like somewhere right above here, all the way down to where, if you saw in a previous video, it kind of curves out and then joins up with PVC that goes down. So yeah, he's going to replace it from here to there. And then I'm assuming he's going to keep this. That's just for the venting, that's no problem. But he's going to bring the drain through the external wall over here somewhere so that it's in a better spot for the sink. We'll have to relocate the outlet a tiny bit, but we've got that cut out now so that the guys can do that work tomorrow. And then so I just cleaned a little bit more. Oh, and I did end up scraping this a little bit more. My dad put a new blade on that scraper and it came off a lot faster, a lot better. So that's it for today. A nice short and sweet update. I'm not rambling for once. So, have a nice night.